Right, so we are back from the Bach and Arthur Out of This World tour, everybody. Woo! Bach is unfortunately unwell, but we'll get on to that. Stop sulking. Let's address the elephant in the room and the pair of shoes and the chessboard and the t-shirts and the flags and the rose toys and the books and the picture frames and the art.
I'm not well.
Mentally, he has sick thoughts. Anyway.
Yeah, we got the everything here.
Yeah, we've got most of it. You guys we did 75 meet and greets 8 times. Why are you looking at me like that?
I guess so, but that weird way to say it.
Which means that we met 600 people.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Which is really cool. And everyone had to bring a gift with them. It was part of the ticket requirement. No, loads of people brought gifts.
Yeah, to be fair, if they didn't have a gift, you would go, right, go then. Why you bother? Why'd you bother?
Waste of my day.
No, you guys are too generous, way too generous.
Yeah, so there's loads of really cool artifacts. I almost can't speak about them all. There's a custom chessboard right in front of me. Talk about the ones that are really close. A pair of Nike Air Force Ones that have been Bach and Arthurified.
Sneakers.
Lots of Minion stuff. Lots of
Lego.
Ballerina Cappuccina.
F1 Lego.
Someone spent 4 months building puppets for us.
Insanely good. He ugly as hell, but that is incredible.
There's just so many cool things.
Blood clot.
This mug came from someone who came to 5 shows.
I never saw this one.
What, the McLaren Bear?
The McLaren Bear. You hid that from me.
That's so cool. But yeah, there was just a lot of cool things. This bit of art's really cool, actually. So the girl that gave us this did some really cool artwork for us in the first tour, didn't she?
Yeah.
And there it is. It's us on the moon.
The first piece is up on my wall, actually.
The moon
That's so
behind us.
cool. If you could get that up on the wall, that'd be great. We haven't got great hanging space, have we?
No, we don't. Well, because we're in a space pod. It's all, the walls are curved and angled.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, guys, we just wanted to say thank you so much for all the kind gifts. You guys are very generous.
And thank you to everyone coming on tour. And thank you to everyone coming and seeing on tour. And thank you for everyone there.
And thank you everyone with influenza that gave it to Bach, because he's got influenza cubed.
That's right. And also diarrhea.
Yeah, it fell out of his butt.
Why
has he got a fart? Did someone gift that to you?
A good old-fashioned fart box.
Brilliant.
So Arthur's going to be fuming by the end of the episode.
You've got an active enough fart box as it is. You don't need another one.
Oh, it's getting bad.
Fart humour actually kills me. I find it so... Actually, it makes me squirm.
You hate it. Were you going to say pathetic?
Huh?
You find it so...
No,
It's a word beginning with P.
Really?
What were you
pussy fart, probably.
A pussy fart, this one. That's on here somewhere.
Somewhere. But yeah, how have you been since tour? Because we've only been back, 2 days?
Yeah, we've been back 2 days. What, 2 days?
It's been bloody relentless. Well, first of all, when we finished, we had a little party at the casino.
Yeah, we did.
You put a grand on Black because you lost 1 touch, 1 bounce.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I won.
He won! Let's go!
It was kind of a sour victory, though, because AB put a grand on red.
Oh, yeah.
Because you physically can't lose if you put a grand on red, a grand on black. You always break even.
Well, there's a green one.
And so,
but fine.
But it's impossible for it to land on that.
Okay.
And AB, of course, lost, but
and he left the party shortly after.
He did, and he cried.
Yeah, and then we went back to yours after a little bit.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Because all your mates were staying around.
Yeah, had all my mates from home staying around. It was really nice seeing them all, actually. And having them
they're all a sweet bunch, aren't they?
They are. They're a funny bunch.
Despite the fact that they're all Aston Villa supporters.
They are, yeah. You got to the point where you're like,
Aston Villa.
Guys, who do you support? And then Ollie's in the corner going, I'm Villa.
Yeah.
I'm Villa.
And I was like, yeah, me and Bach United. And they were like, oh, Bach, and you jumped off that post straight away. You're like, not really,
I'm not
bro.
Really, am I? You and Chip really are holding on to the fact. I was a Man United supporter when I was like 12.
Yeah. Well, when you cut yourself in that football match, you did bleed red.
I did bleed red. Well, that's actually just reminded me that I chopped the top of my thumb off when I first moved to London.
Oh, yeah.
And it was red. So maybe...
Oh, that's horrible.
It was really horrible. Did I ever show you the photo of that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Like a gummy bear, wasn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, no, what have you been up to since?
Nothing. So they went back home the next day, of course, because we slumbered. And then I actually didn't do anything all day, really. Just cleaned. And then I got ill, and then my cousin stayed around. And she left today, and then I'm here. What about
Fair
you?
enough.
What did you get?
I've had so much admin. It was actually so boring. First day I came back, I was like, I want to have the day off. Accountant emails, emails from my agency and stuff. Oh, you need to do this, you need to do this. Spent ages doing that, and then needed to film because my editors had nothing to do, and I was up till like 2 filming, and I was like, I should have had the day off. And then yesterday was more of the same, and I also tidied a lot.
You filmed as well. I did do admin, but I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I was exhausted. I think you'll be able to tell in the video that I was pretty knackered.
The video is like gonna be.
Yeah, it's
welcome
Friday night, and I got
back.
to do the same. Welcome back, I guess,
What'd you film?
to another Reddit video. Of course,
Nice.
guys, more cringing at nice guys. But yeah, hopefully this weekend I can have a little bit of a chill one.
No, sorry, bro.
Oh,
I'm having my bar mitzvah.
fair enough.
And you're invited. It's just you invited.
Is it just me and you?
Just me and you.
Nice.
Finally getting it done.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But how are you feeling looking back at tour in general?
To be honest with you, it just feels like a blur, a bit of a fever dream.
It's a fever dream, isn't it? It was weird as hell thinking about it.
Do you get it where after something happens for me, it's like it hasn't happened, but I do have a bad memory, so I wonder if it's maybe I've got early onset dementia or something. Or
Early onset diarrhea.
oh, yeah, maybe I got that.
Oh, it's common.
You don't have to make the noises with your mouth, bro. I got this.
Oh, that was like really trying to hold it in.
Still going.
Nah, that's cool.
No, but do you know what I mean? If I look back, it's like I can't really remember it, and I don't know really what happened.
Oh, I remember it all. It all went very smoothly, which was helpful.
Wow. I wish I was there.
There was never really, other than the fact that one day the Kahoot didn't work. So should we explain what we did, what the general segments were?
Yeah.
So we came out, we had a secret challenge that we had to do that was on the screen behind us. We had to do it throughout. Things like twerk 5 times without the other person noticing.
His bones were rattling.
Drink 5 beers. By the way, drink 5 beers. I was actually a little bit battered at the end of that. We were reading the submissions, and my dad was like apparently saying to all my sisters, like, he's quite drunk. Because when we brought George and Chris out on the final show, we did a pint of Guinness to see it off.
Oh, yeah.
We obviously don't have dinner because show starts at like, we do meet and greet from like 5 till 6:30, show from like 7 till 9 or 10, and then it gets to 11 and we're like, we haven't eaten since lunch really. Maybe we had Nando's at like 3, but my stomach was empty.
Let's get VAR on that.
And I was
think you had
just
Nando's at 5.
Yeah. So I was empty stomach. I was pretty battered.
Were you really battered?
Yeah, I was. But that was only on that last show. We also had a little costume change. I had dinosaur PJs in the first half. What were you wearing?
I can't remember.
You also had dinosaur pajamas for
Did
some
I?
of it. Yellow ones, yeah. Did I?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, you actually really can't remember anything.
No, I
did you?
remember that now. Yeah.
And then we had 3 mini games where we brought people up on stage. You got to choose champions from the audience. My sister came up for one, which was fun.
Yeah.
Then we played Giant Jenga, which we planned on it being like 5 foot, but it was like 2'3".
It was just slightly bigger Jenga.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
We looked and the actual Giant Jenga is like 300 quid,
Yeah.
which is an extortionate amount.
Is it our Jenga was probably the size of maybe 3 Jengas? Do you think?
Maybe,
The Jenga's
yeah.
actually not that big. We did play Jenga on one of the tour nights. We were
In a pub.
in a like lounge, and they just happened to have Jenga in there,
Yeah,
so it acted as a bit of practice. But did you mention the electric shocks?
not yet.
What
Right,
you
that's
got?
just an individual block being 1.5 centimeters. Thanks, AI Google. Helpful as always. But no, it was quite big. Oh yeah, and then every time we lost, what was the...
electric shock.
Yeah, is it here, the electric chair? We played Lightning Reloaded 2. So we got electrocuted on stage. Everyone thought it was really funny.
Do you know what? I've got a fun fact for you.
Go on.
I think you know this. You know when you say electrocute,
Mm-hmm.
that means die.
Oh yes, I did know that.
Because it's electric and execute combination. Quite
Yeah.
cool.
But, so we got electrocuted on stage.
Well, we but survived.
Well, no, because we got 9 lives.
True. So how many would we have left? But I put it in my mouth at one point. That would have taken at least 5 lives. That
Did
killed.
that hurt?
I tasted
Yeah, it's a
blood
joke.
afterwards. It was
So
really
you
bad.
usually hold these 2 handles and the last person to press the button gets electrocuted. But obviously, as a punishment, we would get... I'm just going to keep saying electrocuted because it's more fun.
Fine.
Yeah, we'd put it in each hand, but Bach put the one on the last show in his mouth. And did it hurt a lot?
Yeah, it
That's
really
horrible.
did hurt. My teeth really hurt.
Really?
Even now, 3 have fallen out. What would you do if I came in with just
Fallen
no
out.
teeth?
It was a really good tour.
Oh, actually, I know what you'd do if I came in with no teeth.
Oh.
I know what all
No.
three of you would do.
And then we had a brief intermission, came back, got changed.
The intermission was one of my favorite bits. The
Yeah, it
video
was.
that
A little video that you can find on Twitter
was really
and
great.
TikTok.
Yeah, it's out there.
Then we
Came back,
brought out a guest, which was always good fun. So what guests did we have?
So who came? Okay, so we had Chip, Sabina,
In Manchester. AB.
Becky,
In Birmingham. Newcastle.
Cam
Kirkham.
Becky,
AB. Liv. Sabina.
Liv,
And
Chris,
George and Chris.
George.
Yeah.
Arthur Hill was in LA. Unfortunately, otherwise he would have loved to have been there.
And we had George's Strictly partner
Alexis.
come on stage and
That
they
was
did a
so
little
cool.
routine. So yeah, it was all really good. It was all really good fun. Thanks
Yeah.
everyone for coming. You can see probably loads of clips on TikTok.
Yeah, it was how do you feel now after doing it?
Pretty nice. Like way more confident to do it again. Like the crowd was just so supportive. I got told off quite a lot for making the crowd scream constantly.
Yeah.
Who thinks it's like I was just constantly just going like, make some noise if you think this.
Their voices must have
every 3 minutes.
Right, yeah.
And Jab was like, bro.
Yeah,
tone
Jab
it
was
down.
like, don't have to ask them every time.
Yeah.
That's why, because when we were reading through the submissions with George and Chris, because you were battered, you forgot about that. And
Yeah.
every second you were like, who thinks?
Well, I find it really awkward, like finishing the
thinks
submission, giving them some advice, and then moving on.
Yeah.
I like it finishing off with like a who thinks she deserves better, and everyone goes yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I wouldn't have been able to respond to you that often, I don't think.
No,
I don't know how they did it.
a lot of people have said they've lost their voices. I did see it on TikTok and Twitter.
Yeah. I've got to say, when Chris and George came out, it's the loudest sound I've ever heard of.
Yeah, it was so loud. I would say Liv, when she came out on the last show as well, was about the same.
Yeah, just
I think
piercing.
so loud.
We
Everyone
got to
just
stop
lost their-
bringing out guests. Next show, no one's coming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, would you like to do another?
Oh, you know what I want to do?
What?
It's Jing Jing Jingle.
Oh yeah, Christmas live show.
That would be so
We
good.
actually wanted to do one last year, didn't we? But when we looked at the venues, they were all booked up.
Yeah. Oh, because of the fripping, what's it called? The panto.
The panto.
Maybe we just do our own panto. That's the show.
Maybe.
That would actually be really good, wouldn't it?
Actually would be really fun.
With our friends.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goshness me. That would be really good. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it though.
I'd love to do that, and I'd love to do an international tour.
Yeah. Where would you want to go? Australia?
I think that would be, yeah. I think doing a little tour of Australia maybe. I'd maybe less of like a global tour, but like 2 or 3 shows in, like go somewhere like Australia, do a few of the main cities, maybe do the same in LA, like America.
Really?
Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. Just doing something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think North America and Australasia or Oceania.
What about Europe?
I've been to Europe.
No, but what about a tour in Europe?
I think a lot of people can come from places, so that was instant. So there were people. We had someone in the meet and greet from Denmark.
Yeah.
We had someone from Poland.
Yep.
So people can fly around the UK, around Europe quite easily. I would do, but I'd prioritize going places where they go, we would never come to you.
But then there's no point in doing a tour in those places. Maybe just one show in Sydney, because people can come from places.
I think our fan base in Australia is big enough because it's our second biggest country in terms of supporters by numbers.
Yeah.
And Elliot also said we'd need to do multiple to make it break even.
Boring, Elliot. No. Oh, actually, no, I can't talk about that. But hey, maybe we'll go to Australia.
Fair enough.
Oh God. Anyway, what did we get up to afterwards?
Just that's pretty much it. That what do we want to do next, and just saying thank you to the audience for being so kind and fun and supportive to make us so much more keen and confident about doing another show.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it was really cool. And also something else. Well, 2 other epic things happened whilst we were on tour. First of all, your birthday. Happy birthday, Batch! Woo!
Thanks, bro. Thanks. I'm 25.
Yeah, you've broken into the second half of your 20s. How does it feel?
Well,
Well, You're broken down
Well,
physically.
yeah, it's
You
killing
can barely
me.
cope with
It's
it.
actually this is when I start to age to death. It's no, what's the thing that finally develops when you're
Oh, your
25?
frontal lobe.
Yeah, frontal lobe. Turns out I'm never getting one.
Your willy.
Show me your willy. That got shouted.
That got shouted out quite a lot,
Ignore
actually.
that.
Yeah.
The prefrontal.
Cortex.
Oh no, it's the frontal lobe though. That develops when you're 25, right?
Yeah.
And I just don't think it's going to happen for me.
Fair enough.
But is that even a true thing? Arthur Hill actually says that he noticed it.
Yes, he said he woke up one day and things clicked, but I actually went on his podcast with his mum and we spoke about it, and it's like a general thing. It's like around that age. Some people it's earlier, some people it's later, but around that age it's sort of fully, but I don't think it's like he almost had an epiphany.
But what exactly is it? So your frontal lobe comes in, what does it make you better at? Do we know?
It's a good question. Planning, decision-making, impulse control, abstract reasoning, final stage of development. So it's only downhill from here. So this is your peak mental performance.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you make good decisions all the time. Well, you're no longer, well, I say that just after you've gangballed £1,000.
That's true. Well, but doubled it. So that's probably the best decision ever. Because I knew it was 50-50.
Yeah.
It was either going to work or it wasn't.
So yeah, that happened. You hit 25. But also,
Yeah.
you hit another milestone.
I hit 26 the day after. I'm aging at an accelerated rate.
You hit 1 million subscribers.
I did hit 1 million subscribers. Woo-hoo.
That's actually mental. And you were quite nonchalant about it.
Yeah, it's like with the whole thing with the tour where it's like when once something, it's really cool for me. Hitting 1 million was something that I like is the best achievement I've ever achieved. It's like crazy. Love it. I've always been obsessed with YouTube. I've always dreamed of it. But as soon as it happens, it feels like it never happened. Does that make sense? It's like,
I don't know. I guess the one thing is you approach it at a steady rate. So you kind of are almost like, oh, in a week it's coming, then in 6 days it's coming.
yeah.
It's not like, oh my goodness, I won the lottery overnight.
In all honesty, I remember this happening with a lot of milestones. Like as soon as you get to it, you're like, this is so cool. But I've been so close to it for a week. You kind of already had that feeling of like, I mean, you know it's happening. I don't know. It's a weird one. It is a weird one.
It's very cool. I mean, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's absolutely insane. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Can't wait for that
such
plaque.
a cool achievement.
Gold-
You're getting a
that
gold plaque.
plaque.
It is interesting. It's a bit of a tangent, but I watched the recent, almost like debate style podcast on the Diary of a CEO, which Alex O'Connor was on, and he was on with a Christian and a spiritual guy, who I really like his YouTube content on like psychology and stuff. But they were speaking about how a lot of people have hobbies that give them the chase because we already have the end goal. So like so much of, obviously it's on purpose, and so much of our purpose throughout human history has just been survival and mating.
Yeah.
Like reach the age where you can have kids, and it's all about, you know, you'd spend your days locked in on finding shelter, finding food, finding safety, battling other tribes, defending yourself from all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And now we have all of the food and the safety and the protection and the shelter that we don't spend so much time in the chase. Obviously, different people, like there are plenty of people that still do chase, and that struggle is definitely very prevalent. But for someone like you, for example, without that, you kind of, you have a lot of time to focus on other chases. So once you almost like hit things like 1 million or you get the promotion, you almost don't spend as much time celebrating it because you're just chasing the next thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And so have you instantly locked in on 2 mil subs? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have got like I said this to you, and it will probably, I don't know if I will have announced it before this pod, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do like a sub race to 2 mil to try and like, I'm very much sight set or just grow. Got to hit that 5 mil now. Got to get that level. You do get a 5 mil thing, don't you?
10 mil is the next one.
Don't you get a 5 mil
You get,
play button and a 10 mil play button? The ruby red and the...
I think the ruby's 20 mil, I think, isn't it?
Is it?
10 mil's diamond.
10 mil's diamond. And I think the ruby's 5. Maybe not.
Oh, maybe. You
Maybe
might
not
be right.
actually, because otherwise Chris would have that somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely for me is the chase is more... It must be the same for you though. Like when you hit a milestone, I mean, you're about to hit 500k.
Mm-hmm.
When you hit that, I'm sure you'll be like, oh, I want to hit...
It's even
I'm just focused on the 100.
because arthurtv, my main channel, has already hit 500,000.
Oh, that's
every
true,
single milestone for the past 2 years I've hit once
You've
before,
had that feeling, yeah.
which is almost worse because I'm like, when I hit 100K, it was cool, but I was like, I did this like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be now quite satisfying when I pass arthurtv.
Yeah.
And I hit when I get 600K, because that'll be
achievement.
it'll be back to going, this is the first time I've had 600K subs on a channel.
Yeah.
Whereas having 2 channels on 500,000, I'm like, oh, I remember hitting this. It'd be like if you reset and you hit 1 mil again, it would be even more dampened.
Yeah.
But I think we're both the same. We're both natural grinders. And I think we both really enjoy the chase. Like we just really do.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. When you are like that, it does make it harder to really relish in an achievement because you know there's more to achieve and you can do it pretty quickly or whatever. But also I'm a very like with achievements, if it's something physical, it's much more exciting to me. So when I hit 100K, I was like, this is crazy. 100K for me on YouTube was actually really exciting. But because it's just a number on a screen, it doesn't fit. It's not something you can look at and be reminded of that achievement. But when the plaque arrived, I was like, this is so cool. And I think I'll get that when I get the 1 million plaque, I'll be like, now it's finally
So
hit.
you really like the tangible thing. That's why, because you brought up the plaque a few times and that now makes sense.
I don't know what it's. I think it's just that physical reminder. Achieving something physical is like, wow, I really did that. That's really cool. Whereas a number on the screen, you have to keep checking your laptop to be like, oh yeah, that's really cool. Does that make sense? Like when we got at the end of tour, those things from Live Nation that we've got, that has all the tour dates. That's really cool for me because I'm like, that shows that I completed tour.
Went on tour, that's so true.
And it's the whole thing. So stuff like that I really like.
That is wicked, actually.
Yeah, would you say you have a similar feeling when you get like the plaque? You're like, oh, actually, that's hit for me, or is it not the same for you?
I don't know. Because I was almost about to ask you with the purpose thing. I think like when your mentality is like ours, and obviously some people will chill on that meal for a while and relish it and stuff. It completely depends on what type of person you are. I think we kind of maybe have to remind ourselves more because we enjoy the chase almost more than the celebrations of hitting the milestone.
Yeah.
To enjoy the journey more. So if we're people that enjoy the journey a bit more than the destination, sometimes we probably have to remind ourselves more to enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, this is actually the bit that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And not just going like focusing on the 2 mil because you chase it and you're not there, so you're never satisfied.
Yeah.
And then the second you hit it, you're never satisfied because you're not on 3 mil. But to go, actually, I'm really enjoying this chase, the 2 mil, and this sub race is really fun.
Yeah.
And it's quite cool that you actually do have the celebration of going, I have this tangible plaque.
Yeah.
I really like it because I don't think I have a version of that for myself.
Really, yeah.
Which maybe I should find.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me. How like a physical reminder of an achievement. Like trophies are great.
I think I might like the celebration maybe.
Really?
Because that's why I was saying let's do something on Saturday. Like, let's go out for dinner in a little arcade or something with the gang. Yeah. To like celebrate with it. I think having a bit of time, I guess that almost ties into what I was just saying about taking some time to be like, oh, actually, let's just, even though I love the chase, let's just take a moment to appreciate it. Yeah. Because on your birthday, you weren't like, oh, you weren't that bothered about having a big thing and you hit 1 mil. And of course, it was the morning of tours, the final show. So that was practically a pressing topic that did take away a lot of our attention. Yeah. But yeah, I think we should do something really cool to celebrate because it's just such an insane milestone. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's hit the town.
And let's hit the town.
Let's do every drug known to man.
Oh my God, let's go to Inferno.
Oh, no.
Actually, we got at the top of the stairs at the station just now. Oh yeah. And this guy just daps me up and then daps up Bach and takes a photo with Bach and goes, "My missus loves you." He looks at me and goes, "I remember you on a night out and clapping me a year or two ago." And me and Bach said to each other, and we're like, "That was definitely an Inferno night."
For sure.
It's funny as well because a lot of my uni mates live in Clapham area and like go out quite a lot. Really? And we'll go Infernos every now and then and drop me a message. I'm just like,
you're tempted. Oh, you're like, if Infernos was closer,
I'll be there all the time.
Be there in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know, this chat has really reminded me that I really love trinkets and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Like
well, we can tell from
stuff. I love stuff. Yeah, I really do.
It feels very cozy being surrounded by them.
It's all, just like a reminder of, maybe it's because I got a bad memory, but like a reminder of like, oh, that's a memory locked up in a physical thing, you know? You know what I mean?
Do you ever step into your living room and go, "Liv, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend"?
Actually, yeah.
And go, "Oh, Liv, actually, I forgot you exist."
I genuinely, even before.
Oh, it's nice to have a tangible reminder that
I do dissociate though. Sometimes I'll look at Liv and be like, "You really are my girlfriend," and I'll be like, "I have been with you for 7 years. I've known you for like 12 years and way longer than that, I think." But even this morning before coming to the pod, I was like, "Oh, I've got to go film the pod today," and then I was like, "I've got a podcast with Arthur. That doesn't feel real." There must be some psychology there. I dissociate where it's like, "Oh yeah, we have a podcast together." Do you not get that?
No, not really.
I don't know what that is. It's a weird thing.
Maybe you are like, well, so you obviously don't have object permanence. So when so when you can't see me, I don't exist to you.
Yeah.
You know the thing that babies have where like when it's out of view, they're no longer aware that it exists.
Probably.
You actually have like an adult version of that.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's probably how you're able to lock in on things so well.
I forget everything. I forget about everyone else and everything else.
When you go into your room and work, do you find yourself very locked in?
No, I get very distracted very easily though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I really do, especially with Clash Royale.
Kind of weird because you'd expect us, because I have that kind of with immediacy.
Yeah.
So, for example, if I am doing something on my phone, if I'm like halfway through a message or halfway through a chat, and like we say, like you try and talk to me, my brain is entirely focused on just finishing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So the number of times it would happen on tour, like, you know, we'd be on a break or something, we'd have a few minutes and I'd be like messaging one of my editors. And then I'd realize that like Jabba or Matt have been like explaining something about the tour.
You wake up, they're like, Arthur!
Yeah, Arthur, we're going to need you to lock in. And I'm like, right, you need to say that to me before you start speaking to me. Because with most people, I feel like you can go up to them and be like, by the way, lads, we're about to go on stage or something like that. With me, I think you need to go, hey,
wake up,
or
boy. Ring you whilst you're on your
like
phone.
tap me on my head and like just push my phone down and be like, Arthur, I'm about to tell you something. I'm like, oh, okay, let me lock the fuck in.
Fine. Yeah. No, you are very locked in.
I have a somewhat similar thing, but in a different way.
Do you procrastinate?
No, actually.
Really?
I'm getting way better at that.
You've got a frontal lobe.
Yeah.
I procrastinate.
I don't know. You know what's weird? I think locked in generally helped a lot with that.
Really?
And genuinely. Both generally and genuinely.
Wow. I like it when people use generally instead of genuinely.
Yeah. But like in general, like I think in much general, like genuine in much general.
Generally do.
General help?
My God, Jabba does that all the time.
Does he?
He's telling me about it on the train. When his friend says generally, he'll go, generally?
Nice.
Oh my God, you've caught Jabba.
What was I saying? See, now you
you said general so many times.
I think generally, when I came out of locked in, I had the kind of, I haven't been on my phone for 2 weeks. I can live without it.
Really?
Now, I have something that helps me more actually. So I have my desk, right? And I've got a little table to the side and that's where my phone charger is. I don't have a cable charger. I have a docking station so that I dock my phone and it's out of sight.
I've got the same thing.
It's just a hand, but I don't see a notification pop up. It's not something I can grab. Like I have to turn away from my screen, grab it, it stops charging. And I think that helps a lot.
I got the same thing, but I can put my phone down and not go on it, but I tend to, it's just like I'll just go and do some other weird task because I don't want to do this one, if that makes sense. Like I'll start cleaning out the bathroom cabinets because I don't want to film a YouTube video.
Oh, that's why also scheduling helps me on my Notion. I'm like, I've got to do this, then this, then this, then this.
But do you not then look at the schedule and be like, no, how dare me tell me what to do?
No, I love it. I'm like, yes, my lord. Yes, Notion.
Really?
Yes, Lord Notion. I'll do whatever you say.
Oh, yeah, of course. For you love Notion.
Yeah. So good. Anyway.
That's true. I tangentized a bit there. I don't know what.
That's pretty much
I don't know where we were. Oh, we were talking about achievements and stuff like that.
What's next for the channel we've done? So Hear Me Out, finally released.
I hear you out.
Both Batch and I were on channel 4.0.
Yeah.
Was that your debut? Or have you been on before?
I can't remember.
Because I've been on.
That might be my first time on channel 4.0.
I went on the one where it's like a quiz.
Oh, yeah.
With Pie Face.
A quiz with Pie Face.
Yeah. But yeah, we both went on Hear Me Out. It was interesting because it was quite Jubilee style. We obviously react to a lot of Jubilee type videos.
Yeah.
It was quite, so we were essentially in a room. We were at 4 desks, essentially with coloured lines in front of them. And it was Mamrika and, of course, Chloe versus the world.
That's right. Our neighbour.
Who's whose set is just there.
Yeah.
And we had to say a bunch of statements and convince 20 religious leaders of them.
See, I forgot all about it because we filmed it so long ago.
Yeah, it was ages ago, but it only came out a couple of days ago.
Who we had and everything.
It was really good fun.
I just remember that was the first time for me where I've given an opinion and people didn't agree with it. I was really taken
you don't
aback.
read comments.
I was really taken aback.
Yeah. So what was your thing about gambling again?
Oh, I was talking about the GTA Casino thing, which I had.
Yeah, but you didn't. You're like, hear me out. You said something about gambling, and then some people were on your side.
I can't remember. I don't think it was a hear me out. It was like we had to admit something, didn't we? And I just admitted to the GTA gambling problem I had. And
no, because you had all these guys on your side about gambling, and then you were like, "Oh, it wasn't real."
Yeah, I admitted to it, and 4 guys with unlimited swag rolled up to my side and was like, "Yeah, fair enough."
They were like, "Let's go gambling."
One guy was in a purple suit.
Yeah,
and then to get the other like 18 people back on my side, I was like, "Don't worry, GTA is a game, by the way. It wasn't real gambling." And then they were like, "Oh, that's even weirder." And the gamblers were like, "Oh, you weren't even gambling proper money," and they left me, so I had no one left.
Yeah.
So really, that was just a pure embarrassment for me.
It was funny though.
Yeah, but I really didn't think mine was that bad in comparison to.
Well,
someone said something way worse.
You did also say that people who commit PDA should be
annihilated. Yeah.
Which for religious leaders, many of whom value the sanctity of life.
Yeah. Okay, but I thought they would get the humour that annihilated was a joke.
No.
And I thought
the dry humour didn't work on them at all, did it?
I thought
annihilated.
Yeah. Yeah, they actually really didn't like it.
They were like,
"How dare you!"
Yeah, good Lord. But literally, not in a blasphemy
Good Lord,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I thought, they will like that because, well, they're religious. They maybe they wouldn't want people like dry humping in public. Who wants to see people dry humping in public? No one.
But I think I don't think they also have the younger social media perspective of PDA being like, forehead to forehead at a coffee shop.
They thought just holding
some loud type stuff. It's like holding hands, a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, because some guy was like, I love holding my wife's hand in public.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, obviously I don't want you dead then, do I?
Yeah. But
if you're dry humping her. So I lost everyone on that as well.
And mine started off bad because I was like, oh, at a funeral you should be able to get inside the coffin. And these were given to us, by the way. We didn't have a choice.
And you convinced them.
And I started convincing loads of people to come across. It was quite cool. It was like, a couple of comments were like, nice to see Arthur allowed to be like, use his lawyerly skills to convince them.
No, that's gaslighting. You gaslit them into getting into that coffin.
But do you like those kind of things, like the day shoots with kind of like almost like modern day TV but online? Because a lot of TV channels and broadcasting companies are making the move across to social media in a big way.
I think if it's the right opportunity, yeah, I like doing those things and they're worth doing. But we're now in a position where we do have to cherry pick how we spend our time because there is so many things. Like we could be doing a shoot every single day. They're coming up that often, but you've got to decide whether it's something that not only, and I'm not just talking financially, I'm talking like benefits your career. Like you got to think of our YouTube channels as businesses and growing them as by growing subscribers. And if you're doing sinking like 10 hours into a long shoot day, that gains you maybe 10, like not 10, but let's say like you get 100 subs from that, 100 people who have seen you and been like, actually, I'll go and subscribe. You could have spent those 10 hours filming
like 5 2-hour videos that would
5 2-hour videos that would have brought in a lot more. So
10 to 20k subs. Yeah, you're
so
right.
yeah, if it's the right opportunity, for sure, I like doing that stuff. But we do have to cherry pick now.
Yeah, because I've been kind of thinking the same. Like so often, because we do react content, I have in my mind that I can kind of do anything and also the react stuff.
Yeah.
But I've noticed a lot lately. I'll just do a really long shoot and come back, and I'll either be a bit drunk and I have to wait to sober up, or I'll just be knackered, like filming the day after we got back from tour.
Yeah, wipe
like
you out.
hungover and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I do think in the long run it'd be better for me if my videos are good, well thought out, longer, all this kind of stuff. And at the moment I am doing more serious videos. Like I've done the 2 like 1 hour long flat earth debunk type videos. I did the dual killers think the same. And when I'm doing those videos, like I want to be using the right words and thinking about what I say and like conveying myself properly. And so in a 1 hour video, it might actually be 2 hours of recording at least, because I'm sitting there going like, what's the proper way to record this? Or, oh, this flat earth has made this claim. I'm going to pause for like 10 minutes and like go onto Google Scholar and find an article that proves what they're saying wrong, or have a look and see what they say, all this kind of stuff. And I'm definitely realizing that I can't do those types of videos alongside constantly doing shoots and stuff for other people. So, and same with the podcast, like there have been episodes where we've been so busy with shoots and stuff that we'd be like, oh, we have an hour to film this pod ep. Let's kind of like just get through it. And obviously like there's a mix, but like there's the podcast episodes are way better when we can just chill and be ourselves and be relaxed, and we're well rested and well fed, and we're not sitting there going, I'm hungry, I want to get out. So yeah, I think prioritizing ourselves and our content starts to make more and more sense over time. Yeah. Because I think when you're starting off and like no one really knows who you are, like getting yourself out there is really helpful. Yeah, for sure. But there was a time where I was just like, if I can be everywhere all the time, that's great for publicity. It really is as well. Like you could just look at AB. Like if you say yes to everything, you're in everything, you're everywhere. It's so great for your business. Like, and he just signed for. Oh yeah, he's the third host. Which is so sick. Really cool. But eventually there does come a point where you got to be like, okay, now I've got to start putting my own stuff first. Like, well, there's diminishing returns as well. Like, for example, on the fellas, okay, if AB keeps appearing and not getting paid for it or whatever, and isn't an official third host, and he's just going, he goes like, most fellas listeners have seen me in 20 episodes. Yeah. If I spend a day doing that instead of my own vlog, he might gain like 10, 20 extra subscribers, but most of them see it, and it's like, because it's diminishing once it's a point, like once you're on 1 million subscribers, you're on the best podcast in the world. Most Sidemen fans know who you are. A lot of Chris MD fans know who you are. All of our general UK YouTube, like me, Chris, George, you, that audience knows you well, and Arthur, and that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, now it's time to focus on the content. And we've got some cool stuff coming up, because we were speaking about this the other day. We're off to Japan for a week because it's the Beyblade World Championships. Oh yeah. Which is so random. So cool. When Beyblade reached out and they were like, oh, we're going to take you guys to Japan because they didn't say why. We were like, sure. Yes, that's what threw me off. I was like, I don't get it. I didn't actually know until very recently why we were going to Beyblade. Because I thought it was just a brand just going, we want to get our name out there. Let's just spend money on doing something cool. Yeah. And Beyblade is huge. I was saying I've got like a cousin who's like 6 years old and he loves playing with Beyblades. We always battle. So if I go back and I'm like, by the way, I was at the World Championships. You'll freak out. That's freaking epic. That's really cool. But now it'll be really cool. And so we're off to Tokyo. Liv's coming along as well. I can't wait. I've never been to Japan. I've always wanted to go. I said like I had a partner in my law firm, and he, as again, not relationship partner. I wasn't dating an older man. He was a senior partner at this law firm, and he had traveled the world, and he went to Japan for the first time, and he was like 55, and he was like, best place I've ever been. Wow. So annoyed with myself that I've never been before. Wow. Definitely going back. Yeah. And since then I've been like, damn, that's the place I got to hit. Need to go. I can't wait. And we're planning a couple of videos each. I'm probably going to do 2. Got to make the most out of the trip. Yeah. It's such a great place for content. So. And it's just going to be so much fun. Yeah. But that kind of stuff I actively really love. Like that's us saying yes to something that doesn't inhibit, we're not on a shoot 9 till 11. Yeah. Yeah. That's 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Obviously not just a 2-hour shoot. We're not on a long ass shoot, like 2 hours. That's something where we go and we can also come away at the end of 4 or 5 days with 3 videos. Yeah, exactly. Which is a nice return. Yeah. And they're all something different, which you've been speaking about more recently. Just going like, I want to mix it up and add more stuff. Yeah. What kind of... It's ideal. Yeah, what's kind of making you go, I want to do some different things on the channel? I just don't want to keep doing reaction videos. It's such a shame because at the moment the channel's in a place where like each time I post a new reaction video, the response is great and the audience it reaches is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I don't know if I'm just content with just being a reaction channel. So I just love to do more real life stuff. It's just a big thing for me is like being able to look back on videos, and I can't look back on a reaction video. It's just not. No, it's not something that I'll ever go back and watch. Whereas if I post a vlog,
that'd be so cool to go back and be like, that was actually really funny. I want to watch that again.
Yeah, like your Formula One vlogs.
Yeah,
Like they're always going to be there, and you can always be like, damn, I was literally in Monaco.
Yeah, like I'd love to have an archive of just memories like that. So yeah, I would just like to do more real life stuff.
And the unique ones are the ones that people remember.
Yeah.
Like for all the hundreds of videos we've posted, if you look around us, the number of Minion gifts
Yeah.
I got and the number of Ballerina Cappuccino video gifts you got from that one video. I mean, you played
so true.
popular Roblox game.
Yeah.
And the like cultural impact of that
Yeah.
amongst our audience and your audience in general was huge. And you don't get that so much from a Karen Freakouts video. You know, people watch it, they'll enjoy it, it'll do really well. But a couple months later, no one necessarily remembers that. But when you do you know, you've gone somewhere really cool, people remember it, or when you've done something a bit more unique.
I think that it's when the content is more reliant on you being in good form, it has more of an impact. So gaming lends itself to that. When you're doing the horror games, I'm sure you'll get so many clips go up on TikTok and you compare that to like if you were to do like a reaction video, it's just not the same because the content relies more on the actual video you're watching being good or the content you're watching being good, and you put in your like commentary here and there. It's not like a consistent thing where you're building up a story throughout, whereas gaming is like that. Real life videos is like that. Yeah,
that is the same, because in the meet and greet, it was the exact same. Like I was sitting there going, my reaction videos get 5, sometimes 10 times the views of the gaming videos.
Yeah.
But in the meet and greets, the vast majority of people were like,
yeah,
mate, I love the horror game videos. Yeah. And parents that were coming with their kids were going like, we love watching the horror games. Like we almost watch it like it's a horror game, like almost like it's a movie night.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so interesting.
Makes it tough, doesn't it?
Makes it so tough. Because I'm constantly like, you know, I might as well just do a reaction video on the Thursday instead. But because overall it would get me more views and subs, but at the same time, the audience that I'm growing would probably feel way less close to me.
Yeah.
It's one of those, it's a tough toss up.
I wonder if it's one of those situations where you kind of have to make the jump, go all in, and in the long run it pays off. Like you decide no more reaction videos. I'll keep making these gaming videos. My channel's going to be like horror games, just games in general. Yeah, the views will be lower to begin with, but eventually because of the clips and everything and the cultural impact, it just takes off to a point where it's like people love that and love you, and no matter what you do. Like, because I've thought about it many times, whether I just say, forget reaction videos, I'm just going to make these videos, which I know have like a big impact on a community, as in like gets people talking and engagement is way better. Sacrifice the lower views in the hope that in the long run it trends upwards. But it's such a big like risk to take, I feel like. Yeah,
but I almost don't feel like it's necessary, because I also think that there'll be a lot of people that watch the horror games that wouldn't usually watch my reaction videos, but because they like the horror games, they've gotten to know me and they like me. So when I do reacts vid, they might go, no, I don't usually watch reaction videos, but I'll watch this because it's you.
Yeah.
And that lifts that. And then I also get people that go, oh, I wouldn't, if this was a horror game channel, I wouldn't watch it. But because I like you from the reaction stuff, I watch that. And so it is a bit like a rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
And I think I'd get so bored if I locked in on one.
Yeah.
If I went, I'm just going to do horror games all the time, I wouldn't enjoy it. I want to do more vlogs to split up the reaction stuff.
Yeah.
I quite like reading through a subreddit and giving my opinions on stuff, or watching funny videos.
Yeah.
And playing. I want to just increase the amount of variety I do.
Well, as long as you like it. I mean, that's the main thing, right?
And as long as your personality is roughly consistent.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I'll get people coming across from the Flat Earth videos being like, oh, I love science chat, but why are you playing a horror game? But I think just knowing that there are people like PewDiePie and Daz Black out there who are like some of the biggest creators, and they are pure variety. Like I said, like PewDiePie would react to a Reddit and then a horror game, and he became the biggest YouTuber in the world.
Yeah.
Because people go, it's just Felix. I'll watch him, whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
I feel like if I want to do more vlogs, which I do, you know, I'm uploading 3 times a week, I'll just try and do more vlogs that take place in the reaction videos.
Yeah.
I don't think you necessarily have to go, I'm going to cut reaction stuff and move across entirely. Why not keep doing them all? Unless you actively don't enjoy the reaction stuff.
Yeah.
You might as well just keep working in the more personality stuff in there.
It's true.
And just keep seeing how they go.
Yeah. I think with like endless opportunity of which direction you can take your videos, it makes it really difficult to just pick one. So,
but if it's paying the bills as well, if that's what you're enjoying, just mixing it up. That's where I'm at. I'm like, okay, maybe if all 3 videos a week were reacts, maybe my subs and money would be up, but I wouldn't enjoy it as much. I don't think my audience would be as involved as me. I'm just kind of going like, I'm prioritizing having fun, like enjoying my career.
Yeah.
And just like doing stuff that I know my audience that I've got at the moment like, and you know, but I think I've said all this kind of stuff before a little bit, so maybe we're doubling up on a previous app. But whilst we're speaking about what's next, having you hitting a mill.
Yeah. Business chat. We talk business sometimes, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
But even the podcast is variety.
Yeah.
Like some episodes we have, like there was an episode on, can't remember what it was. There was a clip of our podcast and it was us doing something silly. It was either me singing Linga or you doing Pink Pony Club and being like, what is this? And one of the top comments was like, oh, like I wish it was like I like it when they get serious. I wish they had really like had a deep conversation about philosophy or something deeply scientific. And we did the science segment, but there are so many people that like the different segments. Like I think it's so fun that some weeks we can talk about our career and some weeks we can have fun and just be weird and silly. And some weeks we can go, oh, you know, what are our thoughts on free will? Let's dive into that for 2 hours. That if we just went, oh, let's do all of this and every single pod app was the same, us just being serious, just being silly, just being that, I'd be like, oh, it's getting a bit boring. It's a bit repeated. I kind of like mixing it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you the same? Are you enjoying mixing it up?
I do. Although, yeah, I don't know. I think I overthink these things way too much and like try and tell myself, oh, you need to just do one thing and that's your thing. But I think ultimately I've just got to tell myself just to do what you want to do. That's all that matters. So yeah. And I think that's why in the YouTube sense, I want to do more videos outside in the real world because that's really what I want to do. So I think I'm just going to start chasing what I want to do. Nice. That goes podcast wise as well. Like I just like enjoy talking about whatever I want to talk about on the day. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Rather than being like, oh, I know we should talk about this and I should plan an episode on this. I'd rather just be like, because I know if I were to say, oh, I want to talk about, like, you know, I want to do that breathing episode at some point.
Yeah.
If I were to say, okay, I'm going to plan a breathing episode for 2 weeks' time, when it comes to that point on that day, I might not be in the mood to talk about that. And so that's why I'm very much would rather just do what I want to do at the time.
That's true. You could always like prep the breathing episode so that if one day you rock up and you're like, I'm really in the mood to speak about this, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
But no, I get you. It is tough.
Yeah, it is difficult.
Because obviously with the mix, you know, it's the same thing with people coming on YouTube. People come to the podcast, watch a deeply scientific video, love it, and then when we're silly, go like, what's this? Like, I wanted to come away learning something. And same, people could watch a really funny, silly episode and be like, that was really fun. And then we do a sciencey episode and they're like, that was a bit boring.
Yeah.
But I think that's why you've just got to focus on what you enjoy.
Yeah.
Because that's the most important thing. Like, I think whatever we're speaking about, if we're really enjoying it, people enjoy it too.
Yeah. Maybe we should just tear this place down.
Well, should we speak finally in the last bit about what's next for the pod?
Yeah.
Set wise.
Yes. We're moving things around, aren't we?
Yes.
That's right. Because
the set's going to slightly change.
Yeah. Gone are the days where it's changed right now as well.
It is. Yeah. For audio listeners.
We're so much closer.
We're way closer.
We're both going to be back on the sofa again.
I think we're going to centralize. Yeah. Probably both back in the sofa under the logo with the windows to either side and probably our own little shelves.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the shelves behind us, these lovely blue ones, are going to be cut out.
Probably.
Because punched in with the first Cozy episode that people really liked, the first shot was really wide. And we were like, let's just punch in all the way. And it looks so much cozier when you two fill up. You two? Us two fill up most of the screen.
So we'll rejig things around and we'll be leaving Earth as well, back up into space.
Yup.
Hey, maybe we'll be back for Christmas. We don't know. But we're going to send this bee back up to space. So you're no longer going to see the fields.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and we might lose these blue things. We need to figure out, we might need to pick personal cabinets, see what they look like. I can't lie, also, I liked the idea of the white because when I was picturing like Star Wars space stations, all that kind of stuff, it looked good. But I think we get a can of spray paint and go deep navy with a bit of white for stars. Because I think one thing people really don't like.
Didn't they say that was not doable?
Is that our thing's light mode? Not doable. What, spray painting
Didn't
the
you
white
mention
thing
that
black?
and someone said no, you can't?
Is that true? Can we not do that?
Not sure.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure we can. I mean, they're just like, I don't know what material is that? Hardy plastic, but I'm sure it'd be. I'd happily do it myself.
There you go. He'll do it. You could do it.
Could do it on the. We could do a little time lapse.
I can't do it. I got asthma
I got asthma. Really? Gas mask?
and no nose at the moment. I've been wiped out by this illness.
But no, I think switching to night mode and then having orange windows would be so nice,
Yeah.
especially in time for Halloween.
Yeah. Navy? Yeah. We sure about that?
Oh, do you not think? Well, I just think making it look like space, so it looks like night mode. You know, if you go on night mode on like Twitter or something, and it's all like not far off black, but just a slightly, just the panels were like that.
Yeah.
Or do you think if we have orangey lighting, it will make the white look warmer?
I don't know. We're gonna have to test it out. We'll just get a lot of spray paint. We'll try.
Yeah, spray the whole thing black. Oh no, actually I don't like that. Let's make it white again.
We'll change it. Yeah. Yeah, we can move things around. We'll see what works.
Yeah. But no, get ready. I know a lot of you don't like change. Too bad, it's coming away. Oh yeah, and there's a real life video. Batch and Arthur go to the aquarium.
Yes. I've been banned from the one in London, but I can go to Brighton.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Fair enough.
I went there on
That could be fun.
the Brighton Aquarium. I've been there on a few birthdays. I used to dabble when I lived in Crawley. Wasn't far from me. And I would love the aquarium.
I've never been to the Brighton Aquarium. Is it good? Is it better than the London one?
It's really good now.
Wait, where were we the other day when I was like, oh my goodness, there's an aquarium? Bristol?
Bristol.
Yeah.
It was
Lots of
Bristol.
aquariums to visit. So if you like this one, we can do it again. Although, how much content can you possibly get out of an aquarium?
Fish. Oh yes, more fish.
More
I knew
fish.
they'd have them.
Oh, and it's pitch black, so you can't see us, and we've got to whisper because it's rude to make too much noise.
Yeah.
So it's just a dark ASMR.
I think people still like it. It's funny.
Yeah.
No matter how many fish we see.
And you know what they say?
If it smells like trout, get out.
And it's starting to smell like trout now because for the final segment, we've got the fishiest man
Bring in the fish.
north of the equator in here.
That's right.
Should we bring in
the fish.
Bring in the fish, everybody. It's producer Matt. Let's go.
Oh, we're going to need some help with this segment.
Oh, yeah.
Matthew!
Here he is.
That's what we did on tour.
Oh,
Just a callback.
let's
Oh my God, this is what I was talking about.
These are epic.
These are for you.
That
This
is
is for tour.
so cool.
Hello, everyone.
That is
Wow.
so
I'm back
cool.
and they've given me a mic.
We've given him a mic. Look at that.
Do you want to see this, everyone? Can you show it?
Congratulations for a sold-out tour from All at Live Nation. Plus, your bowls look great on stage. Thank you,
Wow.
guys.
Look
Oh,
at
that's
that.
my one.
That is
That's my
epic.
one.
Can we see that?
That's really cool because it
No,
says...
that one's for Jabba in that
Yeah,
Batman
yeah.
outfit, actually.
Oh,
That's the
yeah,
Batman
Jabba.
one. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Batman, by the way, because a true unsung hero. He really
He was
was.
an unsung hero. And
Batchman.
And his balls were incredible in that suit.
Oh, it was seeing that outfit for the first time and how tight it was
yeah.
funny because that wasn't even meant to be a thing, Batman.
And speaking of tight
No.
things,
Hello.
we've
Thank
all
you very
gotten
much.
tight as hell after tour. We're all friends now
Yeah.
because we were lovers and then we were enemies.
We were fighters.
And then, Jabba had the arm wrestle with you and snapped your coccyx, which is
Yes.
inexplicably
Yeah.
your tailbone.
That's true. That's why I'm now the way I am.
It's true, guys.
How did he snap my coccyx from an arm wrestle?
That's what I said. It's
'Cause he had one-
inexplicable.
Oh, because he had one finger up the butt as he to anchor me down as he did it.
And that's how we do arm wrestles here.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
how-
our rules. That's Batch and Arthur rules.
That's how we do it. The Bachelor on the podcast over here. Yeah, Matt, speak
yeah,
to us.
now there are-
How was tour for you?
Tour for me, it was an interesting ride, wasn't it, guys?
It was a very interesting.
We
ride.
did the Manchester show. You guys needed a bit of help to host some of the things.
That's
so
right.
you called in the big guns,
called in
quite
the big
literally. This is what I've been working for. And no, basically, initially I came on without a mic, didn't I? And then
Yeah.
literally put on the table. That was it.
And then he was like, now I'm a star of the show. I'm going
And
to
I
need to be
figured,
mic'd the
oh.
entire time.
We've been shouted at. There was a few cheers. We figured get this diva a microphone.
That's right.
And that's what happened in the second half. And then we finished the show. It went really well. Genuinely, you guys absolutely smashed the first show. We had Chip and Sabina on. And then I got sent a message from Tessa, who actually designed the set and put in a lot of input to the show. So shout out Tessa, because she was awesome. And she sent me a TikTok that suddenly just picked up in views, which was me shaking my dreads.
That's right.
Yes.
That little
that little number there.
He does it as well.
It's just that one there.
The aura farming got taken to a new level.
Yeah, the aura I fear, did I do too much aura farming or not
it's
enough?
such a good
Perfect.
bit.
Yeah.
Do you think it worked?
That was the role that
People
we
loved
needed.
it.
Yeah. It was a strange one because I just don't think we thought it was going to pick up like that. But that video going somewhat...
Yeah, was it the...
Getting a bit of traction.
Arthur
Stay
for
for
producer Matt.
Exactly, yeah. And then
That's
for some
the one.
reason got tagged in a few of those, and then next thing you know, I'm getting sent TikToks in like the boys group chat, and I'm just getting absolutely slaughtered in that. But we just lent into it, didn't we?
That's the thing.
Figured we got to lean into it. But as you know, I love my feminist literature.
Yes.
To the point of I was reading on stage on the Palladium.
Yes.
So that's probably not
you
happened
had to
before.
get your words in.
Had to get my words in, a few pages a day, and I finally finished the book. I finished the book on live on stage. Everyone saw my reaction, closed it. Picked up the next one. But no, it was pretty surreal, to be honest. And like, you guys got to meet my parents, and like, as someone that grew up kind of watching
I didn't realise you
theatre.
grew up.
Yeah, so, well
he
as
was,
you know, I'm 5'7", 5'7".
He was also born at a really young age.
I was born young, yeah. So when I actually joined here and joined you guys, I just spawned in at that moment.
Fair
Yes.
enough.
But like doing that, and then them, thanks to you guys having me out there, seeing me on Palladium, they were very
Yeah,
like that
that's
was a very
so
wholesome moment.
Yeah, that was
it was,
so
it was, and that was
wholesome.
genuinely thanks to you guys. So like, obviously, can't thank you guys enough for that.
No.
But they got to meet you.
Meeting them beforehand was so cute.
Your dad was so much like you.
He is, but I look like my mum.
You do.
But act like my dad. Well, my dad is probably the aura farmer of all time. You said it, didn't you?
Yeah.
He came in straight away aura farming.
And funny
Getting
enough,
a
we met
snap
your cousin at a meet and greet, and she also
Yeah.
looks a lot like you.
Yeah, so my cousin is, again, just a legend. She gave you some hats.
Yeah.
She designed herself.
Well,
which
it's right
is-
here.
Well, there we are. This is the Bach and Arthur
Right
hat
here.
that my cousin
Oh yeah,
made.
my one's bottom right.
She came to the meet and greet, which was really sweet. She's also a massive Arthur Hill fan.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and do you know what was great? Because we spoke about this. Because I got a text from my auntie, basically being like, "Look, will George Clark be coming out?" I was like, "No, like he's got commitments with Strictly and everything."
Yeah.
We managed to keep that bit going right until the last
very-
bit when he came out, and
so
then obviously
good.
the dance with Alexis.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, how good
That was
That's
so
it.
good.
that was just
Because
insane.
we got the message in the morning from George to be like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm going to come straight from training. Can Alexis come along and maybe we could do a little something?" And I was like, "That's actually perfect because we do a performance as a forfeit.
Yeah.
You can do that
Mm.
as the forfeit." And then we were speaking all together, and Jabba was like, "You know what? Why not do all the
Forfeits.
performances
All
in
three
one
of them.
go?" And we decided to do that for the last show.
Because that is the show
Link-
I really wanted to. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe the first London Palladium. I set my phone up on selfie mode as I went to sing Linga, and I was like, I just want it. And then it ran out of storage about 3 seconds in, and I was genuinely quite gutted. I was like, when am I ever going to be on stage in front of that many people singing?
Yeah.
And everyone had their torches out, and I was like, oh god, it looks like a little Coldplay concert. And then when Jabba said that, I was like, oh my goodness, I actually have a chance to do that
redo it,
again,
Because-
but have my DJI set up, and I caught the whole thing, which is cool.
The first time we did the Linga performance was in Bristol, wasn't it? I think. Was that right? When with
when
Becky?
was it?
Was that right? Oh no, was that Pink Pony Club?
Oh, that was Pink Pony actually.
And
'Cause I
then-
went into the crowd on that one. It must have been the show beforehand.
Yeah,
Yeah. It could have been
Dublin was the first
Dublin,
one. Yeah,
Dublin.
of course.
But the first time seeing the torchlights on and you singing
Yeah.
Linga
Yeah.
and your face lit up, and that
It
was
so fun.
that was so good. But no, a tour itself was just pretty crazy. And then
So fun.
the law kind of stuck, and then at
Yeah.
meet and greets, it suddenly turned into a mat and greet because they'd come to meet you, and then for some reason they'd get selfies with this guy.
Yeah.
And which was just quite funny.
Yeah.
Whilst we were
Yeah.
doing the submissions and everything, because that's how it would work when we do the meet and greet, then go round and then obviously take in the submissions from everyone, get the dilemmas, get the questions and stuff. And that
Yeah.
was part of a segment with the guest doing that interaction, which always went down well. But
Yeah.
it was just so strange. Like obviously you guys are so used to this.
Yeah.
And then having someone ask, "Oh, can we get a selfie?" Was
Yeah,
like,
what was
"Oh,
it like?"
Very much.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's weird. Like obviously, you guys have been around for such a long time now in that sort of space where that's happening. So the first time it happens, I suppose it's just a really weird thing of like you don't really understand why someone wants a photo with you. But I think I genuinely think it's because of those first 2 videos from that Manchester show. Otherwise, I don't think anyone would care.
People do make it a bit like, I think every time we brought a guest on stage, they got a louder scream than we did when we first come out.
Yeah.
Because I think people are obviously expecting us to come out and also having a bit of like knowledge in the law, being like, oh, that's producer Matt. It's like, you're almost like an exotic bonus.
Almost got an exotic boner.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's people
no, my exotic boner
have the thing of
bonus. Yeah.
Of almost, and I think it's a bit of the British banter. Like, oh, we didn't come for you guys. We came for Matt, or we came for Liv.
There's always a bit of a slight, isn't there? Yeah. There's a lot of things about Liv as well. Like whenever Liv came out, the cheer was genuinely just and piercing, but it was so
that
good.
was really funny actually, because I dragged her out on the Bristol show because the Kahoot wasn't working, and she was like, no, no one's supposed to see me because she wasn't ready or anything. I was like, sorry, I've just got I got to give him something.
There's a video of you literally doing it and you're shaking your head saying sorry, and it's so funny.
Do you know what, someone also edited on TikTok a bit from her vlog where she was like, oh, my hair's a bit of a mess, I'm a bit greasy, but doesn't matter, no one's going to see me. Cut straight to her on stage going, but it was so good.
Because I think when people, like, you get it all the time, whenever anyone talks about someone that's not part of the show, like on screen all the time, and talks about names and everything, so I think seeing it for the first time is a bit like, oh, that's what it is, and then suddenly you can connect the dots and everything, and suddenly the picture gets so much like fuller and stuff. So it was incredible, like genuinely a once in a lifetime sort of, well, hopefully not a once in a lifetime experience, hopefully, who knows what's going to happen, but it was just insane. Like I said, like you boys smashed the whole thing, and selling out the Palladium twice,
mental.
It's just like when you think about it like that, like looking back on this, it's going to be such a proud moment.
It's almost weird going back to my room and just filming in my room again.
That's what I mean. Having this for me, genuinely, with the and I love that it says the sold out on the shows. That for me is like having a YouTube plaque where it's like, now I'll never forget that achievement.
And for me, I'll always have the thirst traps on TikTok, which I watch every night.
Well, are you gonna? Is there like an itch for you in any sense where you're like,
as in creating content?
Oh, it's a bit weird just going from, just in any sense where you go like, oh, it's weird going from people going, oh my goodness, I know who Matt is and all this kind of stuff, to then going back and being
the first day back in the office and no one cheered as I walked in. I had to turn around and go back out the door, walk in again, make sure there was cheers. Because not getting cheered down the street is interesting. Because even loading the van, you pick up a box and put it in. I was getting cheered for that. So I started picking up boxing in the office and I was getting nothing. So it's a bit of a crash down to reality.
Because people already kind of knew you because you're in the fellas vlogs.
Obviously,
that's the thing. So
that's the thing there.
Everyone in the office is somewhat known by the fellas audience, and obviously you're an editor here, so we all obviously interact with you quite a lot as well. So
and like the banter is similar and everything like between us, so it did work like synergy wise and everything.
But will that satisfy you? Going back to the fellas vlogs and the cameos as editor, or
I've
are you
got
there
a diva
like
energy now? Who knows? What's gonna happen? Well, the thing is, like genuinely, this is why like I thank you guys so much, because like as a kid and stuff, I always grew up doing theatre or musicals and stuff. So I did always love going out and doing that sort of thing.
Day one,
I've been aura farming since birth, as someone said in the comments.
Since birth.
Since birth.
And
since birth of Murph.
His surname is
Matt Murphy. There we are.
Exactly.
He just ate. But yeah, I think doing that, and I never thought I'd be able to do that again because I didn't pursue it down that route, even though I loved it. But kind of coming back to it and doing it again to a certain level, and actually going out on stage with you guys was, it was a pretty full circle moment. And it was nice to be out, but I do know what you mean. It was strange going back to the office and being like, oh, so we're not on tour anymore. Because I don't know about you guys, I just felt like we could have kept doing it. Like we did 8 shows.
I was knackered at the end.
Well, the next day, I think everything hit.
But after having like the days in between where you get a good rest, I felt fine and ready to go again. I wouldn't be like right now because I'm ill. I wouldn't be able to go out and do a show properly.
If we did more than 8, I think we need more than one, like travel show, and then 2 back-to-back shows. I think might me, but I think maybe every like 3 shows having just a completely spare day
where you can.
Fine.
Because I don't think we ever mentioned actually how it works, because we did have a travel day, show day, and then Birmingham and London were back to back. And
so we finished the Birmingham show at like 11 o'clock, hopped in a car, drove to London, got back at like 2 a.m. went to bed,
Yeah.
and then woke up the next day and had a London
Did a
show.
But I didn't like
pretty
going
tired.
back to London because I
was
don't know about
weird,
you
right?
guys. It felt like tour was over on the
Yeah.
first London show.
Yeah.
We still then had to go up to Glasgow and
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, being back home in the apartment, go to a show, and
Yeah.
then being like, I've got to go back to the hotel life. It was
Yeah.
Well,
quite
it
strange.
was weird because I started getting separation anxiety. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously me and Arthur would share a bed together, and that's kind of how it would work.
Yeah.
But you know, I just didn't
So it
have a
must
room
have
of
been
my own.
weird
So,
for you,
yeah.
yeah, we just called in next to each other. It was lovely.
I do quite like the traveling, the feeling of travel. I quite like
Yeah.
being like in new hotels, checking out new places.
Yeah.
It was because
Especially when the hotels were really nice. Like the one in
the
Birmingham.
Birmingham one was lovely.
What a serious
And
banger.
I don't know about you, but there was quite a few places that we went to on that tour that I'd never been to before.
Mm.
Like, I mean, Dublin for the first time.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
You've never
was
been to
beautiful.
Scotland?
Well,
Yeah.
neither had I. That was my first time in Glasgow.
Yeah.
I
I wouldn't
never
go
been.
back, but no, I really want to go to Edinburgh.
Yeah, I did
I'd
as
love
well.
to go to
That'd be
Edinburgh.
so good.
Christmas markets this year. I'd love
Oh
to go
my
to.
God.
Yeah,
But I also just enjoyed the camaraderie, the whole group.
it was great.
It was great
Yeah.
just being
I
out
didn't
on the
like
road
it.
together.
No,
Really.
to be fair, Arthur,
This guy.
we didn't like you either, but
I
that was kind of part
just
of
played
it.
a lot of chess in my room
Yeah, that's true.
and vlogged.
Put that pit down, boy.
That's never coming out as well. I just realised that vlog, because Jasper filmed so much, I was like, this is Red Bull all over again.
Oh,
He
no.
filmed something like 29 hours worth of footage.
Yeah, that ain't
Oh my
happening.
god, did he actually?
Yeah.
I mean, fair play to him. But Batch also tried to get me into Clash Royale.
Yes.
The
Did it
first
work?
day well, I've
No.
now got it downloaded.
Guys.
That's the start. It's way better than chess.
It's not better than chess.
It's literally better, more difficult, better for your brain,
More tactical.
more tactical.
God, it's like that Elon Musk clip where he's speaking about chess and he's
Yeah.
What?
What?
oh, your phone can beat you at it. And I didn't want to learn bishop and knight endgames. And it's like, oh. And then he's like, but I love Fog of War because it's more tactical.
That's what
Fog
I'm
of
talking
War.
was
about.
off.
That's what we
goodness
can get
sakes.
into next.
That's what I'm
Right.
talking about.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right there, Fog of War, baby. And we'll move swiftly on from Clash Royale because he doesn't want to talk about it.
Hmm.
And speaking of not wanting to speak about things.
Oh, damn.
Close them
He's
teeth,
back.
boy. No, I think
Go
we've
on.
spoken about tour enough on
Yeah.
this podcast. We said we didn't want to spend like a month or two of releasing tour only pods. So
So we'll do 7 more.
we've
than
had the
full.
one on tour, we've had the cozy one with us, the cozy one with Liv, this one to round it off, and yeah,
That's it. We'll shut up about it.
yeah,
All
we'll
right.
shut up,
Damn.
and we'll go back to playing fun games and deep diving into science, philosophy, and
And I'll go back to being behind the camera.
Matt will go banished to be behind the camera.
See you guys. Hold up.
Any last words?
What, you're going to kill me? Big thank you to every
Big thank you,
single
Jabba.
person who... Yeah, Jabba had to remind us. Big thank
I
you
forgot
to
about you lot.
big thank you to everyone who came along to tour, anyone who gave us anything, anyone who
Yeah.
didn't come to tour because they couldn't make it but just support us anyway, everyone watching at home, everyone watching these videos. Any view, any like, any comment is much appreciated. You don't have to come and see us in person for us to feel the support. And thank you to everyone behind the scenes. Massive thank you to Matt. Massive thank you to Jabba. Massive thank you to Elliot and all the guys on the road who
Shout
made
out
the show
Tessa as
happen.
well.
Shout out
Tessa,
Tessa, who made
Nick,
the show
Dave.
so epic.
Dave, yeah.
Nick, Dave's son, who we met, Arthur, every
John.
single person ever.
Yeah. Oh, and shout out to those who made the thirst traps. Appreciate it. One last aura
Oh
farm.
Lord! And on that note, banish him back to the other room. Thanks for watching, guys, and thank you for everything. We'll never forget you.
They're not going anywhere.
Well, one day they will go somewhere.
Ah.
Bye.